Well, I don't know how this is gonna. That I should do live video. So I have no idea how this. If it doesn't work, then you know what? I'll. We're gonna be. Greetings, David. I've got David with me. We are going to go to Sam's. I needed to get a bunch of stuff from Sam's. I'm telling you. Let me just tell you something right now. Tim's art. He's got these cars down. He doesn't think so, but he does. Okay, see, he knows art, but I know product. And the way that looks, when he perfects that just a little bit more, we're going to be selling these prints all day long. You're going to have a whole wall of prints of all these different cars, which is really going to be sweet. See, I got everything. A hamburger. Okay.
Hamburger.
I'll have to use my phone to. I've got Sam's Club pickup, so I'll use when I get to Sam's. I'm going to sign off, and then I might do a road trip back, just so everybody knows. Let's see. I'm having. I was having live stream withdrawals. And give me a break. Well, Tim went back. Ryan told his boss that he was quitting, so he's going to be coming full bore onto ProTinkerToys.com, which these millennials, they've got this idea that they know everything. Okay. Now I see the difference between me and my son is he thinks he knows everything. I do know everything. That's the difference. Okay, now, could there be little things that I might need to learn to do? Yeah, I suppose you could say that here and there. I got to get gas. I got 16 gallons, 16 miles. Can I get to Sam's? That's the question. Can I get to Sam's? On 16, in a Mini Cooper, the one bar is still lit, and it says 16 miles. Do I dare try to get there? Hello, guys. Hey, you, and I'm sorry that I screwed up your order, but that's par for the course. I'm not reading. See, and I can't read every one of these messages, so I'm not going to read every one of them. And I'm behind a guy that's doing 40 miles an hour on the road. Okay, 40. Not doing 50, but 40. All right, 40 miles an hour. I mean, come on. At least do the speed limit 55. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm not being a jerk. I'm just saying do at least 55. So anyway, I can't read all these. So here's what I found out about why I'm messing up so many orders. Is that the description, they have a picture in the description. Sometimes we look at the picture and we pull on the picture, and that's not what I need to do. I need to start reading the description. And the description isn't in bold letters. And so it goes back to what I was saying with Ryan about, the item number and everything. It needs to be the item number. And I don't know. We got our shipment of Nerf, or I can't call them Nerf guns. I don't know if the license is, I think the license is out on Nerf guns. So, but they still own the license Nerf. So you can't go, it's kind of like Xerox machine. Back in the days, can I have a Xerox copy? Because they owned everything. They owned the Xerox copy. And so it was, whenever you did a copy, can I have a Xerox, give me a Xerox copy. Now it's just give me a copy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And you following what I'm saying here? Can you come down on the track with me? So we've got the table built for the 1/32 scale track. And we'll start laying that out over here in the next couple of days. I think I might work on that a little bit tomorrow afternoon. Hey guys, looks like a field trip today. Yes, it is. I'm driving to Sam's Club to get a Sam's Club order. I pre-ordered everything, and I needed to do it today. Oh boy, I was tired. But I need to get gas because I only have, now it says 7 miles. But it still has a bar of gas. And normally there's 2 gallons of gas after the bar. So I'm hoping that I can get to Sam's I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I think I'm just going to go up to Meijer here and buy me a couple gallons. I'm driving on Route 6 in Ohio. Oh, somebody, I think King Kong wanted me to do some tech videos. And so I think I'm going to do some tech videos here tonight. Maybe. AJ, well, we're in the car. I'm headed to Meijer first, right, David? Very good. We're heading to Meijer first to get some gas because I'm running out of gas. So I'm telling you, so you might not know, okay, so this is Northwest Ohio. You won't see a lot here. But Northwest Ohio, back in the 18th, 17th, 16th century, it was a swamp. It was called the Black Swamp, and they drained it, and it became a very fertile area. We grow more corn in Northwest Ohio than half the world, probably, just so everybody knows. It's flatter than flat. I mean, they ain't a hill enough on the nine. So it's flat here. I mean, it's so flat here. I think I could flip the camera and show you real quick without killing myself. Flatter than a pancake. Flatter than a pancake. And I was raised here. I wasn't born here. I moved here in '72 when my mom married Mac Miller. We were living in Toledo. Mom married Mac Miller. He had 2 kids, and Mom had 4 or 6. Dora and Tim had already moved out. Karen was on the way to move out. It was basically Susan, Becky, and I. 3 of the 6. So there was 5 in a small ranch house. Bryan and I slept in one bedroom, and the girls were in the other. They had a bunk bed and a single bed. David has a bunk. I bought a triple bunk. And then when I had my kids, I built a triple bunk bed. That was fun. I built a triple bunk bed.
Why did you say something?
Okay, so here's what somebody says. UMM cool. I'd like to see how you can adjust magnets. All right, so let me explain. I'll just do some explaining here about magnets. All right, so back in the 1960s, there were no magnets in any car. It was all skill and tires on how you drove your car. All right? That's number one. Now, when Aurora came out, and they came out with Thunderjets, there were no no magnets either. But your cars drove at a different speed. Well, people kept wanting to go faster and faster and faster. To where on Tyco, on their packages, they write down 1,000 scale miles. Well, no car goes 1,000 miles an hour. Why would you that be realistic? Well, it's not. For one thing, it wasn't. So now that's a good question. So he said that sometimes my bells don't stay on the right, and that's because the magnet that's in the car that holds the car to the track, or that one little round, it might not be a good magnet, okay? And that happens, okay? It's like I was saying earlier, I've said 5 times, maybe 10. These cars are not precision toys. They're a toy, okay? They're not. There's no high tech in them. It's a magnet. It's not a high tech magnet. You know what I'm saying? So you might need a new chassis. You might want to swap out the chassis, okay? Or you might take a screwdriver and scratch the magnet, and you might remagnetize it. That's being extreme. So what happened was that in the so all the way up until probably 1997, there were no magnets in any cars, okay? And then all of a sudden, Scalextric put a magnet in, but they were terrible magnets. Scalextric's original magnets were terrible. The only person that did it correctly was, unfortunately, I have to say, Technitoys, that did SCX and Scalextric in Spain. They made a really interesting, and I did like this. This was a neat item that was on their car. In their motor pod, they had this magnet that was in this like little well, and if you flipped the magnet around and re-screwed it in, you could screw the magnet into the chassis, or you could screw it out of the chassis to where it would get closer to the track, which was really cool. Now, by doing that, you're creating a draw, so your motor is going to have to spin motor because the magnet is being held by the track, so your magnet or motor has to turn faster so that is what the magnet evolution. And then when Auto World came out with magnet traction and extraction or extraction to replace magnet traction and 4-gear, they put a little dot. Okay, I can't think of the name of it, but it says it on the package what the magnet is. And they started those about 20 years ago. Now they've evolved and they keep getting better, but it's still the main thing you have to understand is that oh my gosh, gas is going up $1. Holy cow!
What?
Wow, it's going to get a lot worse than this. People don't understand. Gas is going to go to $4 to $5 a gallon, but that's just me talking. So let me stop and get some gas. I need to get a gallon to get me to Sam's Club. All right, so let me step out. David will entertain you for a minute. How'd everything go, David? Huh? Did you have a good conversation with everybody? Huh? Meow? Are you meowing right now, everybody?
I'm fighting those fishies in the water.
You're fighting the fishies in the water.
Yeah.
Playing Minecraft. Okay, so we only got 7 thumbs up. We need 19 thumbs up. If 19 people are whopping, you should at least give us a thumbs up. So, okay, so what else did anybody say? David is such a cute kid. I'll check it out later. I just posted a picture of the fan page at the bottom of the cars.
There's still fishies in the way.
I got everybody's stuff out. All right, now I got 114 miles, so I should be plenty of miles to get to Sam's. Alrighty, so what else do I want to talk about? I can't talk about political things because my son said I can't, so I can't talk about those kind of things. I can talk about the business. We have these donut turns, or what do you call these things? You go around in circles. What do you call it? Tim will be back Sunday night. We're going to do a video Sunday night on. We got. Tim's got some race movies, hot rod movies from the 50s, and public domain movies. So we've got some of those, and so that'll probably start about 9 o'clock. The Sunday night movie is at 9 o'clock. And then race movies. That's right, we're going to watch race movies. I should have the screen all set up. So we're going to give you a heads up on what movie it is. So if you want to have your own screen of the movie on, and then we're going to comment about it. So, but we're going to show the movie. Sorry, that must have got lost the internet. But anyway, they expanded 75 about 4 years ago, and they actually did a pretty good job of it. 75 was built in the late 60s. Most of it was finished in the 70s, early 70s. I don't know how they did all that back then. But so we're gonna watch a movie Sunday night. Then we'll have our Monday morning shipping with Bryan. Oh, Bryan, Tim, and Ryan. It'll be called Shipping with Bryan, Tim, and Ryan. I got our new soft Nerf gun. I'm just gonna call them Nerf because that's what they are. I mean, they're Nerf guns, but they're a Paris gun. They're a soft target gun, and they're high quality, nice gun. They're a new item that we have. We'll have a Nerf war soon. Nerf war. So, they've never really had an adjustable magnet on HO. Now, some people say, I'm going to get into a technical. Some people say, well, they're not 1/64 scale. They're really 1/84 or 1/87 scale. Now, you could have that debate if you want. I'm not going down that rabbit hole, okay? I mean, their HO scale is that scale. That's what they called it, HO trains, and that's what it's always been, HO. Okay, so HO trains, and if you compare HO trains to HO slot cars. They're kind of almost the same scale. Now, someone could get technical and say, well, it's really 184th scale or 187th. I think somebody, because there's a package that we got and it had that 184 scale. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
What rabbit?
187th. Yeah, that's right, Dan. Thanks. 187th. So, well, when I say rabbit hole, that you get into the ground, you start going down. A rabbit hole has a lot of different tunnels, and you're never going to get anywhere if you start going down a rabbit hole. And that's why. Oh, hey, Tim and I watched a great movie, a documentary last night about, and I think I'm terrible with names, Herbert or Walker Gosnell. Gosnell. He was basically a science fiction artist, and he's literally done every science fiction movie that had any importance. When Worlds Collide, Conquest of Space. Anyways, great on Amazon. If you want to watch a good movie tonight, go watch that. It's a documentary on his art. Great artist. Great artist. So, I had another of my reoccurring dreams, and now they're all brand new, okay? I don't know why I'm having them. Ever since I sold Young's Newsstand, I always have these dreams that I'm going to my store. I'm always out of coffee. I'm always out of donuts. I'm always out of newspapers or comic books. And I don't remember if I've ordered them or not. What now?
I made a portal.
He made a portal, everybody. David made a portal. He made a portal to, I have a portal, a toilet portal.
Hey!
Did you make a toilet portal, David? David, you make a toilet portal?
No, it's an ender portal.
Hey, David, what's 10 plus 10?
20.
What's 20 plus 20?
40.
Very good. If you have 10 apples and you eat 2 of them, how many you got left? And you ate 2.
I don't like apples.
I didn't say you did. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so I didn't get good sleep. I was waking up every 5 minutes last night.
Oh yeah, Busy said she needs to sleep too.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Daddy, have you sent this to Bro?
I like it. Yeah, my favorite apples are Apple Crisp. No, Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp are my best apples. I don't know, there's something about them.
Where's apple?
Well, you like applesauce, so I don't know why you don't just eat apples.
I don't like apple like that.
Yeah, but that's not a smart thing to say.
I don't like apples.
I'm going to stop and get something to eat. I'm sure you guys like watching me eat. I think you guys like watching me eat.
No.
I think. Well, I don't know what to say.
Why does the skeleton in this place?
A lot of Ohio troopers out. A lot of Ohio troopers. Do you want to know my system of driving? I'm going to knock on wood. But so I've driven around the United States about 8 times when I was with SCX. I mean, literally around the United States. The only states that I have not been in is Alaska. I've been in every state of the union other than Alaska and Hawaii. Every state. I've literally driven through it. Visited every hobby store at one time once. Okay, so I finally found a system of driving where you never get a ticket. Never. Ever. And then once you've gotten 10 years of no tickets, they never bother you. Never. Now, so here's my philosophy. I 7 miles over the speed limit. So if the speed limit is 70, I do 77 to 78. I don't go to 81 because you'll get a ticket. If you hit 81, they will ticket you. If you're doing 65 and you're doing 76, they'll ticket you. But I can drive. I could be doing. I was just driving 79 miles an hour. His speed limit was 70, and I just right past state troopers. I didn't slow down. Didn't do anything. Right by them. Didn't bat an eye. They don't want your ticket. You know why? Because that ticket can be questioned. They only want tickets that are 15 miles over. Now, I might be wrong. You might come across one guy that just wants to, you're not supposed to go over speed limit. I said, okay, well, I've been driving like this for the last 20 years. Well, that doesn't make it right. Well, you need to tell everybody that then. I remember, did I tell you the story? I was coming out of, here's a funny story. I was coming out of Atlanta. And I was passing this semi truck, and I was doing 90 miles an hour passing this semi, all right, to get past it and then pull over. And just as I passed him and pulled, there was a state or a sheriff right there, and I knew that he nabbed me. So I just pulled over, and he came up to the door, the passenger side, and I said, you'll never believe what I was doing. You want to hear a funny story? He goes, oh, I love funny stories. And I told him that, I was just passing the truck, and boom, you were there. And I said, oh, man, I knew that I'm going to get it. So he goes back to his patrol car, and a half hour later, I'm literally a half hour. I'm thinking, what in the world is going on? I'm going to get the biggest ticket on earth. Half hour later, he comes to the door and he goes, you won't believe it. You want to hear my story? I go, what happened to you? He goes, my computer froze. I can't get on the computer, so have a nice day. He said, just don't pass people at 90 miles an hour. I said, hey, I won't. So I said, see you later, buddy. And so that's my story. I got away from a $90 ticket because his computers froze up. Now, 50 years ago, they would just write a ticket because they weren't on a computer. Bryan, talk about your new 1/32 layout. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do some. When I started with Irwin Toy, I made 4 layouts that were all trees and everything. I did a full layout, and I remember one of them in my head. It was a really cool. It kind of went up into a mountain and came down, and it came around and went under, and it was just a fun little track. And that's what I want, a fun track where people just have fun. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's going to be fun. It's going to have mountains. The cars are going to go up this hill, come around, go down, then go down into underneath the track. And it's all going to be flocked and everything, just like I did the other one. And somebody wants to buy it, they can. So it's going to have, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Arc Pro, because I'm trying to promote the Arc Pro And I keep sending emails to SCX, but nobody's responding to me. I would really like to get an SCX, honestly. I really like SCX. I guess it's because I've been selling it for 30, 20 years. I started selling it in 1997. You know, I mean, what the heck? But keep it simple. I'm going to keep a nice, simple layout, not complicated, just a fun road course. Because that's what it's all about, is just having fun. Doing a race, having a race. And, but I'm trying to show people, you know, what they can do with their layouts. Okay, now if you get a little closer to my behind, I'm gonna make you regret it. I always like to do when I'm driving long distances and somebody is on my tail. I call it how fast do you want to go, and so I will speed up. I want to know how fast is he willing to go. Okay, because people want to get on their tail because they want to go fast. Well, how fast do you really want to go? And so I will speed up to the point where I'm a mile ahead of them. Then I slow down because I know that they don't want to go that fast. You know what I'm saying? Catch my dream bean. So I got to pull in here. I'm almost at Sam's. Do you want me to go get lunch before Sam's or after Sam's? Because I'm going to have to turn the computer off. What I'll do is I'll eat before Sam's, and when I'm done eating, I will.
Why are we even going to?
I had to get a bunch of stuff.
What
Cereal. We were all out of cereal.
Yeah, cereal I want.
Well, of course you know, because you always want that sugar crap. I'm sorry, not crap, but sugar cereal. No. Let's see. Where do you want to eat today? Where do I want to eat? McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King?
Oh yeah, I like Burger King.
You already ate lunch.
Dang.
So where do I go, guys? Burger King, McDonald's, or Wendy's? Double Whopper? I'm not a fan of the Double Whopper. BK, so you want me to go to Burger King, huh?
Mom, Daddy, Chick-fil-A.
No, chicken? No, I don't want Chick-fil-A. I used to love Chick-fil-A, but they got rid of their coleslaw. So everybody wants me to go to BK. Get a frozen Coke. All right, I'll go to BK. It's on the same side as Sam, so I'll just pull right in here like this.
But, oh yeah, me and Calvin went to IHOP.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, but she made me wear a mask.
You're not supposed to. You're 10 years and under. You're only 7. It says right there. See, nobody wants. I'm not going political. Oh my goodness. You're trying to get me to go to political, David. That's not nice. Uh-oh, they're building something new here. What are they building? They're building something.
Yeah, I went there for my birthday. Even at Walmart, she made.
I wonder what they're building. All right, so we're going to go to Burger King. I don't like Burger King. I guess it's okay, but I'll get a frozen icy. Let's see. Entry. This is entry here.
Daddy,
Enter only.
Why won't you get internet in the car?
I don't have internet in the car. All right, so I got to come all the way, go all the way around here.
Have Panda. I remember when we went to Panda.
Yeah, Panda's now. I'm doing my live stream, so I can't go to a Panda and be a live stream too. All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good, my friend. Okay, so what I'm going to have is I would like to have a Whopper with just lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup as a meal. Coca-Cola and well-done fries. What now?
You want only what on there?
Mustard, ketchup, lettuce, and mayonnaise.
And what was your drink?
A Coca. I'll take the frozen cherry.
Frozen cherry?
Yeah, please. And then go ahead and give me a 10-piece chicken nuggets too. You might as well do that. Might as well.
Sauce?
Yeah, no sauce is fine. And then, yeah, I think that'll be it for right now. If I get hungry later, I'll just come back. You know what I'm saying?
You sure you don't need a Hershey pie?
A Hershey? No, I don't like those things.
Oh, man.
I mean, I like Hershey's, but I just don't like them in a pie. Why would you?
What about chocolate chip cookies?
Now you're a good salesman. I will take the chocolate chip cookies.
Anything else today?
No, no, that's it.
You can pull around to the first one. It will be $11 even. Thank you.
$11 even? Holy cow! $11? One moment, sweetie. One moment, sweetie. One moment, sweetie. How you doing, David? Don't you love Daddy singing? You like when I sing? Sweetie. David, you want me to tell? Okay, so
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. So I'm going to tell, while I'm eating lunch, I'm going to tell the audience your favorite story, David.
No, you're not doing that.
And who is your favorite story character?
No, I'm not saying it.
Come on, tell them.
No.
Come on, David.
No.
Who is your favorite story that I tell you?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I love your hair.
Thank you.
Oh, that looks so pretty. I'm doing great. Hey, there's that. Now, he looks new. Is he new? He's new, so he's learning the ropes? All righty. Good. Good job, buddy. All right. There you go. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so that was a lot of fun.
I'm not telling that.
Oh, wait a minute. They forgot the nugget. The chicken nuggets.
Are they in the bag?
No, just the fries and the cookies. Did I get it? Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Look at that Whopper. Did I pay for them or? I guess they screwed up.
Your cookies are in the bag.
No, the nuggets.
Hold on.
Yep. Well, it's not my fault, but why was she being so? You know what the problem is? Now, my brother, he might be watching right now, so I can't really explain it. Because he always says I have a problem. You want a nugget? Huh? Here, you want a nugget? Oh, those are well done. Those have got to be the worst nuggets.
What?
Those have to be the worst nuggets. That's got to be the worst nugget I think I've ever tasted. Now we're gonna taste a burger that is. They don't know how to make food. A lot of these burger joints. You know why? Because they started selling just about everything else other than burgers. The charbroil is okay, but I don't think their burger's any good. Here's some more nuggets if you want them. I should have got a Coke. I don't like these ices. Love this channel, Paul. Why do you love this channel, Paul? Oh. Not sure. I had to run some errands. Ryan, I wasn't going to go live today, honestly, guys. Ryan told me I should go live on a road trip because they said you guys are Bryan. I must have mental issues. No, you're not. This is what I tell Ryan. This is what I tell Tim. It's real. Listen, why do people watch sitcoms? Why do they sit and watch an hour of this or that? How many people used to watch Chopper? What was that one Chopper with his brother and his dad, and they finally would get in fights and everything? And then they ended up breaking up as a company because the son thinks he could do it better than the dad. Jersey Housewives, same thing. American Chopper, yeah. I used to watch that. What's his name would get mad at his son? Same thing's going to happen with here. My son Ryan, he thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't know. Oh, I got my son here. Yeah, Paul Senior. Yep. That's why you guys are watching. It's there. If you're watching because you're entertained. And I've always told Tim that I thought him and I are funny together, and that, like, if we go to a grocery store, sometimes we just crack up and we get so many people laughing. I think we're funny together. I'm not funny by myself. It's like Abbott and Costello and Laurel and Hardy, all these teams, they never, Laurel and Hardy never tried to go out by themselves. And Abbott and Costello never did. Now, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, they broke up. But they had their two separate careers. Dean Martin was, singing, but he made some good movies. And Jerry Lewis was a great producer. Sock and Martin, for example. Sock and Martin, exactly. Flying Chair. Beavis and Butthead. Right. That's right. I was so mad at him last night for tearing that picture up. I think somebody would have bought that. I think what he's doing on these pictures are going to look really good when he gets them all, because he's going to do the background. I mean, they are really going to look pretty sweet, man. I'm telling you. That was my favorite show in the late 70s. Fernwood Tonight. Fernwood Tonight. That was so Robert Mall and Fred Willard. Man, was that show funny. I mean, it was just plain stupid. That's why it was so funny. Yeah, we'll do some. I think I will do some late videos tonight. Maybe about 7 o'clock, come out in the shed and do some 1/32 videos on some 1/32 cars. Right, David?
What?
Cigar. It's my only vice. I don't like alcohol. I never have. I don't like coffee. I never have. Even on the submarines, I had Coke all the time. Or Kool-Aid. We had unlimited supply of Coca-Cola, the fountain machines, and Kool-Aid. The phone never stopped yesterday. I had to get out of there today. The phone never stopped. Which is good. I need Vicky to be our receptionist. Remote receptionist. Bryan, I found a model of the USS Andrew Jackson. Yeah, that was a model kit that was out. That was the ship I was on. The Kamehameha and the Andrew Jackson. Submarines were pretty cool, actually, guys. Everything on them was really neat. They had a
Dad, have I ever been in a plane?
yes.
No.
We went on that cruise and we flew down to Florida.
I never went on a plane.
Yes, you did. You just don't remember because you're young.
How old was I?
So they had this really cool trash compactor, okay, and you had basically there were sheets of metal about 3 feet high by about 2 feet long, and you stick it in this trash compactor, and you take two bands, you band it, and then you would fill it, and it would have a compressor, and you could keep putting stuff in it and crush it and crush it, and then when it was filled, you put a cap on it. It was a metal cap, and then you clamped it one more time, and then you closed the lid. You screwed the lid down. It was all procedures, and then you pressurized that tank, and then you shot it. We shot it into the ocean. So on the bottom of the ocean are these, I call them turds, giant metal turds that are laying on the ocean floor of American trash. There must be hundreds of them down there. Of course, after about 10 years, it's all gone anyways because the pressure and the creatures down there are eating it.
What creatures?
Amoebas.
Dad, have I ever been to a submarine?
No.
But I want to be the show.
No, nothing I'm telling you is classified. Where are you going, Brian? Well, I'm stopping at I'm at Burger King. So here, I'll show you real quick. I'm at Burger King. This is Sylvania. I'm at Burger King. You got Hobby Lobby. You got Burger King right there. I'm having lunch, and then I'm going to go get my stuff at Sam's. So I'm going to stop this video, and then I might do one driving back to the house. The only reason I'm doing this is because my son Ryan said I should do a traveling video. Hobby Lobby. Yeah, it's kind of like an arts and crafts store. Auto World sells a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby. Yes, they do. Matter of fact, Hobby Lobby is Auto World's biggest client, really. You want some French fries? You gonna eat the rest of those? Huh? You don't want them? You want those? Why not? No, you didn't. There's 6 of them. I'll give them to Frankie when we get home. High prices? Not necessarily. They put them at retail, like my price. They're saying it's my price. Let's see. I've never seen slot car Hobby Lobby in Florida. They have plastic. They have them there. They just might sell out fast. So this is the prime example of what I was saying. Is that Hobby Lobby, for example, let's take example the releasing set. Let's say one set, California Cruiser. They might get 4 sets for for that store. That's it. They won't reorder it. And so let's say there's an assortment coming out. Let's say let's say this 50s and Cruise. They might get 1 box. That's all they're going to get is 1 box. So there's no way that Hobby Lobby will ever get every single car of an assortment. Impossible. Because they don't order enough. Okay, so this cookie at
Cookies.
Thank you, James. I didn't tell you to buy them there anyways. I was just showing you what is around me, and AJ asked me who's Hobby Lobby, and I'm just telling you who Hobby Lobby is. There you go, David. You're having fun with Dad, right? See, I told you it'd be fun coming with me. Sometimes they don't want to go with me. They think it's boring. Right? So, about 4 years ago, I started telling David and Frankie a story. And it was an adaptation of Papa Bear.
Hey! It's not my favorite.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And it goes like this. Papa Bear worked at this honey place called Sweet Honey. Yeah, yes, Hobbytown is good. Hobbytown's not. Yeah, they don't. But again, Hobbytown, your average Hobbytown. I'm telling you right now, guys, an average Hobbytown won't even buy 12 of those cars. They might call their distributor and say, "Hey, send me 5 slot cars." They're not going to order a whole case of SC354, for example. They're never going to do it. The only people that might do it are some places online. I'm just telling you. That's why I have every car.
No, you don't.
All right. I'm going to go drive a little more. I got to put my glasses on here. Oh, God, that was a terrible burger. Actually, I think Wendy's makes a better burger.
I don't even like this guy.
I really think Wendy's has the best burgers. All right, so now I can't get out of here because this lady is right in my way. Which, it's typical.
Why are you being so
Mark's not working yet. He's at school right now. And plus all the crap he has to go do to get a job, I think, I'm not going to go there. That's political. I can't go there. Unbelievable. I'm going to get myself in trouble. I got to stay away from political things. Got to stay away, Bryan. My son said I got to stay away from political things. I got to be neutral. Can't go down that rabbit hole.
But we have no rabbit.
The rabbit holes are all over the place.
But we don't have any by our house, though.
Oh, I bet we do.
All we have is,
moles. We have a lot of moles.
Yeah. Well, have you ever saw one?
You don't see moles because they live underground.
I found the dirt of it. Oh, why did that turn on? Why did that?
Well, let's see what the prices of gas is at Sam's Club.
Why do you think?
$2 and $2.34 for premium. I got to get premium for this car. So I'm going to pull in right behind this lady here. Looks like she's going to be taking a couple minutes, so I'll just wait till she leaves. Actually, I can flip around at this guy. Okay, I got to flip around. I got to back in. And I got to do it quick. Boy, am I good. Man, am I good. Good cracker. Good cracker. All right. Now, I need to get my Sam's card out to get gas at Sam's. There's my Sam's card. So I'm going to
How do you spell lever?
pop the engine off real quick while I'm in there.
Lever.
Lever.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so the premium is $234. They want you to. I've got a Mini Cooper. They want you to put premium in it. They don't want you to put the cheap stuff in it. So I've got to wait for that to fill up. The gallon is 12 gallons. It takes about $20 to fill this thing. I get about 40 gallons to the. Kathy, Norm still in Wayne. What do you mean Norm still in Wayne? I don't know what you're talking about. I wanted a Mini Cooper. This midnight, I've had a really good luck with this Mini Cooper, so be quiet. All right, it costs $24 to fill this car. Now,
What is that? Why is this car shaking? Why is the car shaking?
I don't know. Every time I put a new tank of gas, the engine kind of sputters. It kind of it wouldn't start, and then it starts. That's the only thing I've had a problem with this car. All right, so I'm pulling in the sands. I'm gonna have to get offline, guys. This was just kind of a fun video for you guys that had a withdrawal. We're gonna come back tonight, and we're gonna have tech videos. Okay. So, because I gotta sign into. Does the car come in? Okay. Does that car come in men's? Yes, it does. That's funny. Real funny, guys. Real funny. No fan page. Let's see. Kathy, look above and ask if you are in Wayne or Signet. Kathy Young. What do you mean? I mean, Bryan, you should do a stimulus deal. All right, I will. What do you mean? What kind of stimulus? Chucky B. Stimulus deal. Buy a Lincoln. Right. Okay. So hold on a second. I want to see if I can do this. Let me see if I can back out of here and keep it live. Hold on a second. There. Now I just have to. I can stay live again. I logged into Sam's Club real quick. Now I just have to wait for them to load me up.
So you don't have to stop.
Well, let's see. AARP. I don't know what my wife is wanting. Okay, we got this stuff from AARP. What is all this stuff? Junk mail. 1 year membership. I wouldn't join AARP if they were the last things on earth. You want any more fries?
What? You asked me if I want more fries. I don't like the fries.
Royal Alliance. Wow. Now, let's see what deals they have at Sam's. Do I want to go inside? No. I just tell them I have medical conditions. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm looking to see what new stuff they have.
Stuff they have.
Look at that. They have a cash register system there. Huh. $169. Oh, it connects to your iPad. All right, what's my wife saying? All right. I was wondering if you moved to Signet. No, I live in Wayne, Ohio. Yeah, some places make it, but I just tell them I have a medical condition. It's called breathing. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. You guys aren't going to try to get me in trouble. I'm not going to talk about masks and how useless they are. Not going there. I'm not going down that rabbit trail.
But there is no rabbit trail.
Yep. These guys are trying to get me in trouble. I know what they're trying to do. Be careful, Bri. I know I'm trying not to, but people are trying to get me they're trying to get me upset, and I'm not going to get upset. Stimulus deal on HO and slot car sets. All right. Well, I did a deal a couple days ago. I gave a free car. What else can I do? What else could I do? What kind of deal could I do? You're always calm, AJ. Thanks, AJ. Did you finally get your slot cars, AJ? I'm so upset about that. I can't even see. Did you get your sets, AJ? I mean, how long is it going to take for you to get them from customs? Do you want me to go inside without a mask? Is that what you guys want to see? A live feed of me going inside without a mask? Huh? Is that what you want? Here they come. Young. I'm going to help her load her up.
I can get it.
Are you sure? Yeah, but I don't feel right.
Okay. That's fine, too.
Make sure that you're happy. Are you happy?
It's nice out. How can anybody not be happy today?
Okay, all right. Well, then I'll let you just load her up.
All right.
I'm going to let her load her up, guys. She's going to load up. Sam's going to load up.
Well, aren't you quiet, little man?
David's on playing his games. I got a lot of cereal.
That must be all for him, huh?
Yep.
All that cereal for you? My grandbaby loves her cereal. You are all set, sir.
Thank
you.
you.
So much. Have a very good and safe day.
Okay, so that was done. Talk to the hand. No, I didn't want to show her face. Because, you never know. Well, I was going to go inside, but you know what? I don't need to. I'm just going to head home.
Why are you just going to head home?
I don't know. I got my gas.
I just poisoned.
My car just stalled out.
Dad, I poisoned these guys.
It happens once in a while with this car.
Toys.
I think it has to do with there's an emissions test that I have to get done on these cars.
Oh, yeah.
All these cars have to have all these stupid emissions.
Dude, he has control of me now. What is he doing?
You know, it's funny. I had a shipment delivered today, a UPS driver, and he's been there before, and he delivered the other wrong place. I kind of got upset. He noticed that. And he said, "Now calm down." He said, "Now I might be able to bring it to the other." So he brought it to the bank, the new bank, because he knew what I sold. And he said, "Do you have any of the drag strips?" I go, "Yeah." And he came in. I said, "I'll give you a deal on one." And he ended up buying a drag strip, taking it home. That was so funny. Oh, if no one's going to do anything, I will.
What was that?
Just standing around looking stupid. So I sold a set to the driver. And that was pretty cool. Plus I gave his kids, he had 2 kids, and I gave a couple kids cars to his kids. No, I didn't get in a crash. They have this intersection here. It's a 4-way, 4-lane intersection. Go figure this out, okay? So it's 4-lane. It's an intersection. But they have 2 lanes at each of the it's a nightmare. Whoever designed this intersection is an idiot. Okay? They might as well have made a donut. Because this thing is absolutely a joke.
What's a joke?
The intersection. It's a 4 stop sign intersection. It's got 4 stop signs. But in each lane there are 2 to 3 lanes.
I don't know what an intersection is.
I'm not talking to you, David.
Yeah,
I'm talking to the guys that are watching me.
So you're talking to me?
Alrighty. Oh, I was not, David.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't, David. So my son Ryan gave his boss his 2 weeks notice that he's going to go part-time, I guess. So Ryan's going to be at the bank a lot more, which I told him to do that a long time ago. But when I got out of the Navy, I opened up Young's Newsstand, and that's all I had. There was no other income, was in the newsstand. And I lived with my mom for the first 2 years. We moved into our own house in 1990. No, in 1989, we bought a small trailer, mobile home. We had Ryan and Kimberly. It was a little mobile home. It was a cute mobile home. It was old, you know. It was okay. I mean, but that's all we had. I didn't have a new car. I didn't have anything. I literally, because everything I spent was put into the business. My time, my sweat, everything was put into the business. Okay, I'm just telling you, everything was put into the business. And that's the way it is. Most retail stores fail because you're not giving it enough time to develop. And it needs to grow, it needs to nurture, it needs to get the clientele. Now, Young's Newsstand, I opened in December of '87. In the 6 months of '88, the first couple months were just terrible. I wasn't making any money. It was literally, I cried every night going to bed. I said, I got to do something.
Yeah, look what just came out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I'm driving, and so I just started being creative. I started delivering donuts. I got comic books. There were a lot of little things that I did to start increasing sales. And I got video game machines because I was right next to the junior high, which that was about $400 or $500 income a month. I just started getting anything I could sell. And then when I got into gaming and comic books, that's what finally clicked. And I just rocked, baby. I just rocked. I had 6 kids, while I had Young's Newsstand. We had Kimmy and Ryan, then we had Derek in 1990. We lost Derek like 2 months later. He died of sudden infant death syndrome. I'll never forget that day. I was going to open the newsstand. I normally would kiss him every morning in the crib, but I didn't that day. I decided I was late, so I went right to the newsstand. And then about an hour later, I get a call from my wife. She's screaming bloody murder. I then got in my Suzuki Samurai and I must have driven 70 miles an hour back to the camper or to the mobile home, and he had died. And then we had, after Derek, we had Daniel. And then we had Lincoln. And then after Lincoln, we had Catherine. Catherine was the last child we had at the mobile home. Kathy had C-section. And after that, that was 1999. In 2000, we moved to the house. But, everything we did was, all that I did was at the newsstand. That was my pet baby. I love opening stores. I've always loved to do it. I love creating things from nothing. I think there's something about that where you create something from nothing. Well, and another thing is most people don't do it. If you never do anything in your life, you got to do something different in your life. I don't care who you are. I mean, we got 36 people watching right now. If you, and I guarantee you, every one of you have thought of something that you wanted to do, and you haven't done it because you're afraid. Okay, and you have to get that out of your mind. Okay, you can't be afraid. All you have to remember is that you're going to fail. That's the worst that can happen, is that you'll fail. That's it. That's the worst thing, is that you can fail. Okay, great. I can fail. Yeah, well, most of us fail at a lot of things. But if you've got a dream or a vision that you want to do, I've done every one of mine. I've tried it, at least. Now, not of them all have worked, but at least I've initiated them. And that is part of the fun of life, frankly. That's my opinion. Now, everybody might not have a different opinion, but that's my opinion. Okay? Ha, ha, ha. Now, what ha, ha, ha about? Inspire me, Bryan. Thank you. Well, I'm just telling you that's how it worked for me. I mean, I was working for Irwin Toy Company. And then all of a sudden, my boss calls me on a Friday and says, Bryan, they're doing away with your division. You're fired. I go, oh, okay. Thanks, Grant. So I was making $50,000 a year at Irwin Toy. By the way, I don't have a college degree, but I'm great at sales. And Grant understood that. He said to me once, Grant said to me once, Bryan, I wish I could clone you and put one of you in each part of this country. So anyway, so I immediately was figuring out, what am I going to do? I don't have a job. What am I going to do? So I looked in the paper and I noticed that our local mall here in Bowling Green had been sold to a couple realtors, which I knew. So I immediately called them. I just said, out of the blue, called them. I said, listen, I'm Bryan Young. I've got a great idea for a toy store. It's going to take $75,000. If you back me, I'll open it, and it will give you another store inside your mall. All you have to do is just back me, and they said. So I came in there. I kind of gave them a proposal. They said, okay. So a week later, after I signed the note for the loan for the business, it was called It was called Professor Tinker's Workshop, a toy store and a whole lot more. That was the name of it. Professor Tinker's Workshop, a toy store and a whole lot more. Imagine a toy store and Chuck E. Cheese combined. That's what we were. Great concept. I didn't have enough funding. So if you know an investment banker that wants to make millions, I've got a great idea for a new toy store and a Chuck E. Cheese. You basically make a great toy store and a Chuck E. Cheese combined, and you'll have a gold mine. So Grant Irwin, the week later, called me back. Hey, Bryan, they're not going to do away with the division, and they want you to stay. I go, oh, that's great. I just signed a note to open a toy store, Grant. Now, here's the problem. So here is the conundrum. So that was basically it was December 2001. Okay, this was 3 months after 9/11. That December, I did almost 90,000 in sales. Okay, I don't understand why Tim would be calling me right now. Unbelievable. So I did about 200,000 by January 1st of 2002. Nearly 200,000 in sales. Where was I going here? Oh, yeah, Grant Irwin. So that's 2002. By the end of 2002, Irwin Toy had gone out of business. So if I would have gone back with Irwin, I'd have lost my job within a year anyways because Irwin Toy went out of business. Investment bankers bought Irwin Toy 2 years ago, and they had put it into the ground in less than a year. Grant Irwin's dad was really, because his dad and his dad, there were two brothers that sold it because they wanted to sell out their business. And so Grant Irwin's dad and his brother sold, and within a year it was out of business. Mismanagement, business, investment bankers, worst thing to ever happen to a company. Investment bankers. So that's how I started up ProTinkerToys, Professor Tinker's Workshop. And the mascot was Professor Tinker with a mask. He kind of talked like this. Hey there, I'm Professor Tinker. Hello there, I'm Professor Tinker. Anyways, that was the voice for Professor Tinker. So anyways, the story that I would tell David was Papa Bear.
Don't even.
I'm going to eat you, David. Ah! Well. To see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. It is to be. The ever the wants to is to be. Let's see. Yeah, do you need another live stream when you do your wig? Yeah, I had a whole garb. I had a wig, a lab coat.
Professor Tinker. This is kind of the voice that I use, Professor Tinker. Yes, my name is Professor Tinker, and I'm here kind of to show you kind of what's going on here. Yes, that's important here, that you understand that's what we're doing here is Professor Tinker. Yes, David. Yes, very good, David. Very good, David. Very good. Yes. And then I kind of would throw a little Pee Wee Herman in it. Hey, Pee Wee Herman. Hey, how are you doing?
I don't know. How are you doing? I don't know. How are you doing? What?
Do not yell.
What? What's your problem? What's your problem?
Don't yell.
No. What's my problem? No. What's your problem? No. What's your problem? So those are my voices that I would do. I actually, when I had Young's Newsstand, I did a bunch of commercials for TV to get kids coming into my store, and I did a Godzilla commercial, which was really cool. I made a bunch of buildings out of a girder and panel, and then I had two Godzilla dolls, and they were having a big fight. And at the end of the commercial, it said, even Godzilla and Ghidorah are friends at Young's Newsstand, because there was a little picture of Young's Newsstand at the bottom, and it showed these two monsters fighting, destroying the city. But when they got to my newsstand, it said, and even Godzilla and Ghidorah are friends at Young's Newsstand. Cornier than anything else. Oh my gosh. So that's the history of my retail. I worked for Floyd Kraft at Ben Franklin's in Bowling Green. He's the one that kind of taught me a lot. And that's about it, really. We got 34 people watching me pontificate about nothing. Go figure that, guys. Go figure that. And Tim just called me. I'm probably going to have to get off because he's going to call again, I bet. Oh. Is your thing dead?
No.
You bored? What?
Yeah, they came out and changed your snail.
I was broken into a lot of times at my Young's Newsstand. I remember one time, which if I did $1,500 on a Saturday, that was a very good day. Very good. $1,500 I did on a Saturday. And so I was in my back room, and I put the money tray up and underneath my ventilation system. You know, you couldn't find it unless you really looked. And I went to Sam's, and I came back about an hour, maybe 2 hours, and somebody had broken in and stolen my cash for that day. I was so depressed. And I could never figure out who had done that. Who had broken in and stole my... And I found out how they did it, because there was another store that was connected, and they broke the window to get in to the other building. They climbed through this chimney to get into my store. Very depressing. Yep. Anyways, $1,500 in cash. They took everything too, all the change. I never found out who did it. Very bad. Well, what temperature? It's about 39 degrees today. That's about, 39 degrees is what, 10 Celsius? What is that in Celsius? 39 degrees. It was snowing a lot this morning, and then now it's kind of semi-cloudy, partly cloudy. Not a lot of clouds, partly cloudy. But,
It's so sunny out.
so I'm going to get off now, and I will be doing a live stream probably about 7 o'clock tonight, a tech video. I'm just going to be in the workshop and tear off some cars and just kind of do some tech videos. 1/32, I might show the layout, how I'm going to do it. Just kind of give you guys a so we'll be on about 7 to 8 o'clock for about an hour. All right, everybody. Adios.